Alright, what's up Dragon Brood? We're kind of reaching the point in the season where we're trying cards I've just seen in sets and read and never really played with, and today that card is Gixian Puppeteer. Now, we're going to be obviously trying to draw multiple cards, and we're going to see if this works the way we want to, but let's go look at the deck list we're building around this card and see why it's so useful. As always, I want to say thank you to those of you that have joined the channel here on YouTube, and if you've come by the Discord, it's been very active. If you want to get deck help and stuff, that's one other way you can do that. But don't forget, you can also go to ultrapro.com/PowrDragn, use promo code PowrDragn at checkout. They will save you 5% and support the channel, and I appreciate it and they appreciate it. Okay, so let's run down this list, because we're going to have a lot of things to kind of see a bunch of synergies work together here. So we're going to play 2 cut down. Obviously removal, nothing special there. We're going to play a full set of Ledger Shredders. My goal here is if we're going to be drawing multiple cards, hopefully we'll be able to cast multiple things, but we'll see how things go if it's going to work out or not. We're going to play 3 Make Disappears because, you know, we're playing blue, might as well have some counters. 1 Go for the Throat, 2 Infernal Grasp. And you're probably looking and saying, well, why not 2 Go for the Throat, 1 Infernal Grasp? But the reality is here, we can kill more things, and we are seeing some artifact creatures pop up that we want to be able to get rid of. Additionally, losing the 2 life isn't that big of a deal since we have some things that can gain life, so we'll see. Playing a full set of Tenacious Underdog, we're playing a full set of Evangel of Synthesis, because this is another thing that draws an additional card. However, it does get +1 in Menace whenever you draw that second card, which is nice. 2 Gix Yawgmoth Praetor. Again, another way to draw cards. You know, if we get a creature 2 through, then we draw a card, it triggers everything. That's a big bonus. Playing Kaito, because Kaito just draws every turn. So obviously we're going to be drawing cards and making unblockable ninjas, which is really good, because that works along with Gix, which guarantees we get an extra card, which then triggers everything else. Of course, Gixian Puppeteer, that's such a weird thing to say, but I guess having a Gixian Puppeteer does mean that there's like a Gix group or Gix, I don't know, religion or something. I never thought about that till I saw the name. But anyway, Gixian Puppeteer is 4 mana, 4/3. It's a Phyrexian Warlock. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 2 and you gain 2. Obviously, we like this a lot. But another thing I like about it is even if we're not drawing cards, even when it dies, it gets to return a creature with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to play. That's a chance to get back a Gix, a Tenacious Underdog. Even if you just need to attack for a couple of points, you can get a Ledger Shredder back. So like that's all really good. Another interesting thing about Gixian Puppeteer is that it does play very well with Shieldred. Now, do I need 4? I don't know. But my thing is, if we're drawing a bunch of cards, we can also gain a bunch of life. So it kind of makes sense to have a full set of Shieldred. Maybe we really just need 3. We'll figure that out. But overall, I don't think it's necessarily bad for us to have a pile of these. And again, if we're gaining opponents losing life when they draw cards, and then we're drawing cards and they're losing life, like these help to kind of drain the opponent's life total fairly quickly. Then we have 2 Erdtai Resurrected and 3 Teferi Temporal Pilgrim, because again, drawing cards, which also, when we make our little 2/2 spirit, it's going to get to trigger and get a bunch of counters. Lands, we're not doing anything too fancy here. We've got 7 Island, Ottawara, 7 Swamp, 1 Takenuma, 4 Shipwreck Marsh, 4 Underground River. Now, while we play the game, some things we're going to look for is, do we want 4 Shieldred still? Is Gixian Puppeteer worth just 3 slots, or should it be a 4th one? And then, do we maybe need another counter of some kind other than just a 3 Make Disappear? So, y'all go play some games. We'll figure all this out. And then, catch me on the back end of the video, because we'll definitely have some things to talk about, and we'll have a card spotlight for you as usual. Yeah, we'll keep this. Sure. Probably could have got away with this in case we just drew a swamp next turn. I wouldn't have to take any damage. But, I mean, I guess we don't take damage anyway. Ah, they're doing some graveyard shenanigans. Okay, well, that's good to know. I'm just going to go a bigger body here, I think. Alright, so we got 5 lands now. I think I'm just going to get rid of this. And we're going to probably leave up Make Disappear for a turn. Try to stick a Shieldred, try to stick a Teferi. And I think that's just where things are going to be. Though I would like a removal card in case they eventually reanimate whatever big monster they're going to reanimate. Though funny that they're playing with this thing, because I never see this cast, like, ever. What do we want to do here? I kind of want to leave mana up to counter something and then stick Shieldred. Then I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to be patient here. Their board doesn't really do anything. So there's not a huge benefit to playing Kaito now. I mean, they probably know I'm playing either a counter or a kill spell. I don't think that's really a secret, seeing as how I hesitated and didn't cast anything. Yeah, do we want more things in the graveyard? Sure, since I don't have a real way to deal with that. Wouldn't have been too big, but no telling what they would have flipped. I mean, if you attack, I guess I'm not blocking the Butler since I'm at 18. Or at 19, we'll go to 18. And I don't give them anything back. Or the opponent has decided not to play. I mean...
A few moments later.
Nothing? Alright, well, we'll see what happens. Thought you won a relatively large event with Victoria. Maybe it was like 2005 or so when we started learning how to get good. Then I got 5th and 2nd in Worlds. No, I never did. I played... Honestly, I mostly played like... I think if you saw me, it would have been Jericho, Mysterio, and I think I had an Eddie Guerrero deck that I played. Alrighty. Let's go ahead. I mean, this was all part of the plan, so we're just going to go ahead and get this Shieldred down. No attacks, and we'll see what the opponent does here. Fire one off on a Shieldred. Yep. We assumed there would be some amount of removal, so I'm not surprised that died there. I think that's totally fine. Alright, what are we going to do? Nothing is apparently the answer. Okay, this changes things a little bit. Now we can Ledger Shredder Kaito. And that's a little more exciting. I like that. Nice. We're probably keeping the other 2 cards, so that's got to go. Pretty sure whatever I draw here, I'm discarding. Actually, I might just make a body here. Yeah. Because I would just be throwing a card away if I drew one. Alright. And then I should have been attacking with this, but I didn't want to mess around with what they'd be getting back yet. Though it looks like they might be sacrificing it themselves. Oh, stick fingers. We were just talking about this. People always tell me to put stick fingers in decks. The problem is what you're seeing right now. Where, like, I would get stick fingers and then, like, nothing happens. Because, like, it's just a big body that's just sitting there. Like, and doesn't do anything. That's truly my biggest issue with the card. Oh, I guess I should have done this first. But, oh, I missed a point of damage there. I was busy berating stick fingers. But I do get to keep the card there, I guess. Oh, because I have to cast 2 things, not draw a second card. That's a different thing. Let's go ahead and play this, because we're just going to kill stick fingers anyway here. Ooh. Ooh, okay then. Sure. Yep, that can go away. Alright. I mean, even if they reanimate, like right now, they're just getting, what, stick fingers or consuming blob, which we don't really care about. But yeah, like, I just don't think stick fingers is a good magic card right now. Like, so much of the removal kills it and doesn't do anything. Like, it literally just sits there. Sure, you can go to the yard, why not? Like, even if they gave it trample, like, I still have a significant amount of blockers. Like, I'm gonna have a Death Toucher. Like, yeah. I mean, you get a thing back, that's fine. But this is the problem. If you're going to play any type of graveyard-based deck, you got to have bigger hitters. You got to have removal. You got to have some way to have flyers or force something through. Otherwise, you end up in their situation that you're seeing right now. If I draw another card, we attack. I'm actually going to draw first, so these just get menace. I don't think it's going to change much. Do I care about that? Not really. Alright. And I'm just doing this just to speed up the clock more than anything else. I can save that back to block if we really want to. They only have one unknown card here. And that doesn't really do anything. Yeah, alright. Probably could have got away with Shield or with Teferi there just the same. Yeah. I mean, we literally have lethal on board right now. We draw an extra card and that's it. It's like they can attack our dude, but doesn't really do much. Yeah, exactly. Well, doesn't matter anyway, it looks like. Draw a card. Sure. Yep, there you go. Oh boy. This, ugh. I mean, we get a Kaido with a backup card. I mean, let's try it. I mean, maybe we get a second black land, and there's a point where we get the unblockable thing. We get to attack with a Gix thing once, maybe. I don't know. Trying to just think of scenarios to justify this hand being even playable, but we'll see. It might just be bad, honestly. But, you know, sometimes you keep bad hands and things work out. You draw right, or the opponents miss, and it is what it is, you know? I guess we're going to go ahead and play that, because we'll need that over the next couple turns, one way or the other. Though I could have got away just playing blue and not showing them we had black, which, that's a real thing. Choose a non-land card from it. Do we want to allow that? No, we don't. I think we want to be in control of what happens. So we're going to go with this. Now if they play something like, I don't know, Liliana or whatever, it is what it is. I mean, they might even just play the 3/3 lifelinker here. Flesh Gorger. And then try to attack in a Kaito next turn. But nope, they're going to go that route. Fair enough.
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault.
Alright, sounds good.
I've always hated crowds.
Oh, well, I guess we'll do something else here. Because we can. Take that out. We will draw a card.
Knew this was a waste of time.
Okay, not bad. I would have liked to have had a kill card or something here when the inevitable Shieldred shows up, since we're playing a deck that draws two. Probably not going to go well for us, though. Okay, underdog, take out our guy. See, the trick here is I get to play two dudes next turn anyway, opponent. You just didn't know.
I learned what I needed to.
We got things. We're going to go with this. And this. Oh, I have to discard first. Probably a Gix. I don't see a world where we're going to want that. We probably want more mana. Alright. So now if they invoke Despair, we can get rid of Token and Kaito. Actually, it wouldn't even, it would just get rid of Token here. We get to keep Kaito since he's phased out temporarily. Shieldred, sure. Alright, so now we do have an issue of how do we want to do this. We attack, we draw, but then we go down to 11. Do we want to look for a kill card, or do we want to play Teferi and get bonuses? That's the real thing here. And we would be able to attack with both of these, but then we give up a Planeswalker, so I don't know. This is actually tougher than it should be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to just attack with this first. We're going to go ahead and draw. See if we find what we're looking for. We did. So there's that. All right. Don't hate it. Alright, so that kind of sort of worked. Now Invoke Despair does get Kaito. But again, we have a backup, so it's fine. Teferi. Yeah, we just go for it here. Make the 2/2. We can draw 2. I'll go to 9. I think it's worth the risk. And play a land. Play this guy. Alright. We're in pretty good shape here. Shakedown heavy. Alright, you got a heavy. Kill the token. Makes sense. We will discard maybe it's a fairy just to get more damage to try to close the clock here. Alright, let's make a token. Let's play Kaito. We're going to draw beforehand. Alright, didn't matter. We'll keep this one. Grimgrin, just like the zombie dude. Alright, well. I will just click their bat and send their bat flying. Alright. Here comes the underdog. I was going to say, I'm curious. Well, I guess we're just going to play an underdog this turn. And if they have something fun or scary, we'll find out. Nope, nothing. Okay. I mean, we're not even doing any draw 2 shenanigans. Oh, there's blue mana. So now there's a thing. Alright, well, still 6. Sure, you got it. I mean, I guess we're just going to be trying to like counter sweepers and stuff here. Lay down arms. Okay, you got it. He gone. Like, nothing I can do about it. Oh, that is not the card we wanted in this matchup. Oh, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Alright, in the turn. They're gonna gain some more life? Nope. Oh, this is a little tough. It's a little tough. Because we have nothing but super expensive things in hand. And removal cards, which are pointless in this fight. We're gonna die to our own bad draw here. Because we need to play stuff just to force the opponent to at least counter a thing so we can slip something through. I hate this. I hate this. I mean, I'm going to do it, but I'm still going to hate myself. I mean, now they can just play their Wandering Emperor, get rid of our underdog. Nope, they're going to deluge after all. Okay. Well, it gives us a little bit of an opening. I mean, we can play a Shieldred to just watch our stuff die. Because that's probably what's going to happen. Or not. Turn 7, and we have 3 lands. This is bad. I mean, if we're playing against a creature deck, this wouldn't be the worst thing. But, yeah, this is pretty terrible. Alright. I mean, we're literally doing... I mean, I'm assuming they're just sitting on counters at this point. Oh, now we're going to have to discard. Alright. I'm going to assume this. I mean, I don't see any way this underdog's going to go the distance. Okay. They got it to fairy. Cool.
You know, I've always got
Alright. You made a spirit.
Nobody knows the past better than me.
We'll try to kill a spirit. Let this get countered, most likely. Yep. Hey, we at least drew a land on the turn it mattered. Mostly so we can kill it to fairy. Alright.
I'm sure I'll laugh about
Now what happens? I can't imagine any way we win this game. They still have access to 2 Deluge. They've got 5 unknown cards. They have giant piles of mana. I'm just like, what are our outs here? Like, drawing mana is cool and all, but what are we even hoping to do? I mean, we play this, it gets countered, then they resolve a Deluge. Oh, what? What is their hand? What? Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense at least. Because I was just stunned. I'm like, what's even happening? like, what's going on right now? Sure. I mean, this one probably gets countered now. No? A number of memory deluge, probably? I mean, you have a ton of mana, opponent. I mean, it could also just be another Mightstone, Weakstone. No. What the hell? Man, do you ever feel like you're just being set up? Like, oh, this is one where I kind of just want to be their Huckleberry, but I don't think it's the right answer. Okay, so another Deluge. Probably going to go find a counter. I think I'm just going to draw a card. I mean, maybe we get lucky, find a counter.
Now that is an interesting fact.
I should be attacking here, but I'm not. If they have a Wandering Emperor, so be it. I mean, I guess they could play another... Oh, they can't cast the Deluge with it, though. And here, if they fare well, we at least still have a Teferi. Okay, fair enough. There, Teferi, sure.
For the sake of the future, I will defend the path. Eyes.
Ooh, what do we do here? What if we... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really hate the idea of giving them a card, but it might still be correct. Though I'm kind of debating if I play this, that wouldn't leave enough for Urtai. What do we do here? I mean, we could make a token, play this, play Gix. I mean, maybe that's a thing we want to do. All right.
Who's that handsome devil?
We'll hold on to these. Though I probably could get away with discarding a Teferi here. But at least for the moment, Teferi's safe-ish. Man, I love y'all that, like, play heavy control decks, whatever, but man, this is boring. Like, it's basically a giant non-interactive deck. Like, our deck had a bad draw. We didn't even have mana to cast our stuff, and somehow we're still in this game, which makes 0 sense, honestly. I mean, I guess I block, you draw cards, save your dude. Like, I don't know how much we care, but alright. I mean, I almost just blocked with Ledger Shredder, but I figured it wouldn't be worth it, ultimately. You know, though, I was going to say, I was kind of half tempted to use Gix there, to be honest. I considered it. That was almost going to be a thing.
The past better than me.
Because I was just like, well, if I use Gix, then, like, you know, what's the opponent really going to do? We'll play this, because, you know, draw cards and all. Ooh. Dang. I was going to leave mana up just for an Urtai. But that kind of changes things a little bit. I mean, the thing I'm wondering is they only have a limited number of blockers here. If I were to keep the underdog, could I get close to lethal next turn? I think I'm going to discard Teferi. And then... Man, do I risk our Teferi dying? I guess so. Because, I mean, there's a possibility they spend some number of cards to try to pump their dude, and then we use our tie to try to kill it. And, you know, there's some scenarios in there. I may end up just blocking with the Evangel. Really. Oh, did we just looking at another Teferi? I mean, I guess so. That would still pump their guy, though. Alright, I'm going to gamble on this.
Run away. You'll be safer.
See if they want to counter our dude. Okay, they did. Alright. Fair enough. We can live with that. That will not help us, sadly. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I kind of want to just draw a card. Ugh, gross.
There is much the past can
That did nothing. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate. I think that's the beginning of the end. We came back, made a little fight out of it. Alright, cool. Okay, I guess we're keeping this. Let's see what happens. We got all the removal things, but nothing that really does anything. It's kind of the problem here. Like, it's all defense and nothing. Well, that's nice. I wish I had something that could threaten the opponent. Because I'd rather him waste some cards before we try to stick a... Well, okay. Maybe that's a thing. What are we going to go with? I guess we go with this. Let them lightning strike it or something. I think what's probably going to happen. Because obviously make disappear doesn't do anything because just make us spend mana. That's fine. I mean, though, they might just want to be resolving something and say, making sure we can't make disappear their thing, which is viable. Oh. Wow, so they wasted a make disappear and a Brotherhood's in there. Very tempting to just go Shieldred here, under the circumstances. But I'm going to go with this first. If they can lightning strike it or something, so be it. Or another Brotherhood's End, I guess. I don't know. I mean, we don't really have anything that draws other cards right now, so if this dies, there's really very little lost in this exchange. But a backup Shieldred's kind of nice. Alright, I guess we're just going to attack then. Opponent's just going to take it. Alright, 4 doesn't suck. Let's see what you got. Nothing. Alright. So it must be a handful of counters, I guess. Waiting for us to do something. Which now we can at least flash in an Urtai just for sport at their end step. If it comes to that. Alright. Wow, not even like a memory deluge or nothing? What's going on? I mean, maybe they're just ramping up to, like, Phyrexian Portal or something? Alright, I'll get a blue mana, why not? Wonder what they're digging for here. Are they missing a color, possibly? No, just red and blue. Alright. I'll flash one in. Now if you want to do something, now's your time. Shields are down. Nope, they just want to counter with an Essence Scatter. Alright. Fair is fair, I guess. We'll attack again. And pass a turn. Crawler. That's gonna die anyway. This is interesting because our kill spells don't necessarily kill it. I need to think about this. We counter, it still dies, but then it goes to graveyard. And we don't have to waste this. But if we do, we kill it, they get a card, it goes to yard, they could replay it. Alright. That's fine. Not 100% sure how this is going to work out just yet. We're going to play this. Kill that. They get a card, unfortunately. I was hoping for some way we could get some value here, but it's not looking good. Dang. I could play Evangel and hope to draw something, and then just leave mana up for Make Disappear, I suppose. Let's see. Okay, we did find a land. That's relevant. Cut down's not going to get to kill anything, so we're going to get rid of that. So if I Kaito now, they get that back. They get to attack and kill something. What do they choose to kill if they do that? They might just try to wipe the board here too, though. Man. Alright, if we attack for 5, they go to... But here's the thing, though. If we do this, we can keep the Ledger Shredder alive against the Brotherhood's in. Though they might just cast, like... I don't know. Maybe burn down the house, which would be viable. That's a good one, too. I'm going to risk it for the biscuit that Go for the Throat's not going to get to do anything. Actually, you know what? No, we're just going to discard Shieldred. Because I feel like as soon as I do that, that would be the time they actually have something I need to kill. And I'd rather have some instance of defense. I think I'm just going to draw and discard here, y'all. No. I'm just going to hedge my bets against a sweeper. Like, obviously, if I got a creature, it would phase out. But here, I can get a creature next turn if a sweeper happens here, is the idea. And it did. So there you go. So we can do Shieldred and something. We keep a land. Alright, Go for the Throat goes away because we can at least use Infernal Grasp. So that's real. Now, it's a matter of how many counters do you have, opponents? Because now the temptation is just play Tenacious Underdog and try to get in for the 3. Which could happen. Thinking. Now that we have Infernal Grasp, we have a little bit of insurance here, so we don't have to be in a crazy hurry. As long as I leave 2 mana open. So, I think I'm okay going for it with this. I'm just saying, if you got a counter, cool. Oh, they didn't have anything after all that. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep this. I mean, definitely need land, but this isn't bad to start with. Cut down's going to have some work it gets to do. That's good news. Don't know if Shieldred's going to hold, but we can have hopes and dreams. You know what? Let's do this first. Then they're going to flash stuff in here. We know this, right? So if we attack, they're blocking. Let's see how they block. Because we know that's what's going to happen. Oh, it's a commando. Well, not what I thought it was going to be, but that's a reasonable target as well. Ooh, yep, got to hold on to our spells. All right. Here comes Brutal Cathars. Get to do some real work here. Maybe. Funny thing about Cathar is it is an actual soldier. believe it or not. Might as well attack. Like, do we care that much? Probably not. Yep. Another commando. That's cool. Feel free to trade. I mean, this isn't a bad feeling. When you're playing against the aggro deck and they're on blocking duty, like, we can live that life all day. All day. This is not bad, though it is tempting to play the underdog. I think we're just going to do this for now. Sadly, I was going to say, I know we're going to hit a land, but I got to discard the land here. And then I am going to go ahead and attack for one. And end the turn. Veteran. Cool. Could have waited till they attack, I suppose. Maybe could have got a block in there. Okay. Enough to fairy fun. We tried. We tried to hold out. Didn't work. Oh, and of course, there we draw the land anyway. Because why else wouldn't we? Yeah, we're going to get our attacks on. You can double block the other dude. Yep, that's just going to do it. Yeah, keep it. Ah, this shall be fun. And by fun, I mean not fun. I can't say nothing, though. I've been that guy playing the red deck before, so, you know, comes with the territory. Alright, I'm going to say we got to get rid of Teferi here. Don't think it brings us enough value, unfortunately. And we were going to have trouble living to get to it, which is going to be the other thing. Alright, you got it, duder. Alright, we are finding land, though, here, which is kind of nice. Not going to lie. Like that. Oh, boy. What are we looking to do here? We play Evangel. I guess we play Evangel and draw a land. We just discard, or we just probably just discard a land anyway. Only holding on to Underdog because it probably is going to die to play with fire. And I'd rather the opponent have to spend more resources here. Especially as we're trying to set this up. If they use a lightning strike on something on those, it gives this a chance to live. Which could be a big deal. With the life gain portion. Alright, you got it. So, player plays a land or casts a spell. If it shares a card. Sounds good. You know what? We're just going to do this. Make sure we kill it. Because we know there's a play with fire. Yep. Not a shocker. Excellent. This will work for now. And I will attack. Okay. And they're going to help us out by playing land of their own? Yep. They're just going to concede. Oh boy. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to keep this though. We get to draw, basically, see if we can find a land that we want, right? Because why not? Oh, this is going to be bad. That's like, their deck's like, I'm going to show you why not. Okay. Jeez. I guess we get rid of this. Because all we're going to play next turn is a Ledger Shredder. Though we might be able to find like a cut down or something. I mean, I don't have high hopes of it, but I mean, we might. Maybe you'll help. Okay, let's see what's up. Nothing. All right, so that means we're probably just flashing some stuff in here. And it's good that we drew Teferi. Now, here's an interesting thing. Because we drew Teferi, it's tempting to play this and then maybe get an extra card and start draining the opponent. But we're going to do this instead, since the opponent's kind of shown us what they're going to do here already. And I'm going to stay back on defense, because we may get to block some 2/2s next turn. Oh, well, that's a 4/2. That's a whole different problem. Creature decks are definitely on the Cathar Commando train here lately. Very interesting. But they're not attacking. Alright then, we're going to go with this. Oh, they had a Spell Pierce. Nice. Was not even thinking about that. Good job, opponent. Like, for real, for real. Not even being facetious, just like, hadn't thought about it. Like, good call. This is probably decent. I think we scrap that. Alright. Because there's a chance if we get a land, having access to both of these is pretty powerful. Yep, you got it. Yep, you can attack with a 5/3. We're at 21. We don't mind. Excellent. We got exactly what we wanted. Look at that. Sometimes you just have to ask real nicely. Alright, we'll pass. This sets us up pretty well to do some nice trickery. Unless they have more Spell Pierce. But that's a real strategy, by the way. White weenie decks that play some counter backup, like, that's legit. Seriously. Let's see if we can get this off. Alright. We're going to kill one of these. Ooh, I would have to sack a thing. How do I feel about that? It's probably not worth it. It resolves. Alright, that's fine. Abilities countered on resolution. No legal target. And then we'll just block with this anyway. So it ended up not mattering really at the end of the whole thing. Another Ledger Shredder, sure. We're down with that. No attacks. We'll counter that one. Come on, hit a... I was gonna say, hit a spell on one of these, jeez. Like, let us get some value. Alright, opponent goes to 12. We're getting to where we can almost just start... Well, now they have a blocker. I was like, could almost just start attacking. But now they're going to get cards. And now we have a real problem. Though, we now have Shieldred with the backup Shieldred. How do we feel about that? Alright, so what if we... attack with this, likely just blocks in the air. But it means that creature's taken off of blocking Shieldred. Which is pretty important. They can still draw cards here. Oh, yeah, that block we expected. Alright, works for us. Obviously going to get a card off of this. No surprise. Which does damage them. I'm going to play another one. Alright. They'll go to 8. Oh, they're attacking. They don't even care. Wow. Okay. No blocks. Oh, they must have something here. Another one? Nope. No officer. I thought there was going to be another officer there, honestly. That's a little surprising to me. Alright, so let's say 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 13, 8, 17? Is that what that is? Yeah. 17, if they played a Harbin, it'd be 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Still wouldn't kill us. This is a net positive because we lose life, gain life. If we attack, let's assume they double block here. Alright, I'm in. F it, let's do it. Like, if they got another thing, they just flash some stuff in here, we're probably going to lose anyway. I guess what I'm debating is, do I attack with Shieldred here? Like, am I willing to just be okay? Well, opponent's at 8. We can't attack with Shieldred. It just doesn't make sense. Like, I can't realistically justify that attack, I don't believe. Yeah, I think we're just going to do this. Looks like they are going to flash something in. Oh, that guy. That's actually legit. That's a real card. Yeah. Okay. I mean, that kills our flyer. I mean, that's a real question. So they take 1, go to 7. -2, go to 5. They draw a card, they go to 3. Oh, I did the math wrong. They're not going to go to 3. Oh, yeah, they are. During their upkeep. All right. Okay, well, let's see what happens. Do they have an answer for Shieldred? All right, make another body. That makes sense. I mean, if we can find a kill spell for the Zephyr, that's a thing too. Oh, we didn't find it though. We didn't find it. All right, well, this is effectively free, so we might as well. The only thing is here, do I want to give up Ledger Shredder? Right? Because... yeah, we kind of... I mean, we just trade that for that, but then we get the card. I mean, I guess so. It's the only way we force through, like, a block that matters. Yeah. Are they going to seriously draw a card here and go to 1? Wow. Wow. Oh, opponent just says GG. All right, they're giving up. I was like, whoa. All right, so I'm a little bit torn here in the sense that blue cards lately have tended to either bounce stuff, draw cards, or counter things, right? And we're playing the counter things, draw card stuff. However, I don't mind it here because we actually were able to keep advancing the game forward, right? We were drawing cards to play the next thing to get some unblockable menace or whatever to try to end the opponent's life total, which makes it not feel as bad. So if you're looking for a way to play some blue cards, this is actually pretty good as it still plays fairly aggressive while still being kind of a mid-rangey deck. So it's actually pretty cool. I appreciate that interaction. I actually really wasn't upset having the extra Shieldreds almost ever, but I think you could still get away with just 3. I think if you were going to cut 1, you could replace it with probably a Make Disappear. Might be the right answer there. Or maybe one of the removal cards that can also get rid of Planeswalkers. You know, something like that. But either way, I think in that space is probably what you want. Now, the Puppeteer was actually okay. Now, did we get to drain the opponent a lot from doing it? No, I think it happened like once. But realistically, I think it's still fine. It's enough of a threat that the opponents focus on it, which then oftentimes leaves room for something like a Shieldred or allows your Planeswalker to get through, which was actually pretty good. I didn't have a problem with that at all. And Make Disappears, we could have maybe used one more, and that's why I said maybe that's where if you want to swap a Shieldred or something, that's possible. But overall, I think it was pretty good. Puppeteer, still, even getting to return a creature still pulls its weight, so I wouldn't say to necessarily cut it. But if you did want to go down to 2, I wouldn't blame you on that. Still reasonable overall. But yeah, actually kind of an interesting and fun deck. I say give it a go if you've got the cards for it. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Consecrated Sphinx. Because man, talk about drawing extra cards. Like this thing is crazy. Like just bonus draw, you draw. Like it's just going to be piles of cards happening here, right? And the crazy thing about this card is that at one point it peaked near like 40 some dollars, but even after getting reprinted, it's still like $19, $20 in a lot of places. That just tells you how popular this card is. Like anybody playing any long games of Commander definitely love having a Consecrated Sphinx. The card's really, really good. There's not a lot to say about it otherwise. Like you hate seeing it when it's on the table, you love playing it when you're playing blue. And, you know, blue likes to draw cards, and this does it probably better than any other card really you're going to play in Commander. If you enjoyed today's video and you like playing with cards that are different and off the beaten path, check out this other deck where we actually played Urg. Yeah, you don't see that too often. But that's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.